Good morning, everybody. It is Sunday, the 7th of March, 2021, and we're going to go through a few quick items here regarding what to expect this coming week. So, first and foremost, economy. So, the Senate has just passed the 1.9 trillion COVID relief package. The U.S. has added 379,000 jobs, according to Market Watch, and this is via MSN. Like I said, I like to look at a variety of subjects. Um, right now, they've had good job growth. Certain states are opening a little sooner than the White House would like, in particular, led by Texas and Mississippi. They're going to 100% opening. Texas and Mississippi removed the mask mandate. A few other states are opening at 85+%, but keeping the mask. So everyone's kind of got a different approach. I guess it'll take a few weeks to see who's on point, who's not. But in any case, uh, some good signs in the economy. However, with an influx of dollars into the economy, you now have more dollars, physical dollars, floating out in the marketplace. That tends to create a bit of an inflationary effect. Basically, more dollars means you need more dollars to buy product X. To add to that, the storms last week disproportionately affected refinery capacity. Um, as you can see here in the U.S. Energy Government's website, the EIA, uh, the South, especially the Gulf Coast of the U.S., is disproportionately responsible for refining in the United States. So the Keystone would have come down through this brown area here, what they call Rocky Mountain pads, into Pad 3. It made sense that the refinery capacity was down here. That's a legacy also of World War II, where the U.S. was one of the major producers, and we were exporting oil to our allies from the Gulf Coast. However, when the power went out, a lot of these went offline, and most of the refineries, even right now, from various different sources, are only from 40 to 70% capacity. So you're going to have an increased amount of fuel cost added to decreased capacity and availability of the fuel. It's going to increase prices down the line. So groceries, anything you have shipped, which is pretty much everything nowadays. So again, if you live in a state where your grocery stores like HEB or Piggly Wiggly over here in this part of the country source regionally, those are the kind of stores you want to probably keep an eye on, because their logistics chains are much shorter and their cost of transport is low. Whereas a place like Maine or New York City, where everything has to be brought in, they're going to get hit disproportionately, because the fuel plus the inflationary effect of the economy in general, it's going to multiply the cost for them. So keep an eye on that fuel cost going forward. Okay, now coronavirus right now, things are flattening out a little bit pretty much across the country. The Let's look at the U.S. map. Sorry, folks, I'm a little off my game today. I don't want that. So the U.S. map is showing a general flattening. Los Angeles still leading the nation, and actually, I believe Cook, Maricopa, all of these are in the LA vicinity. So that's a lot of fatalities in that part of the country. Then, of course, New York City, Queens, Brooklyn, followed by Miami, and then Harris County. I don't know which orange they're referring to here. If you look at the US, coronavirus cases, if you go by the color coding, are decreasing, or at least fatalities and hospitalizations. Now, if you notice, we're kind of turning a curve up here in this lower right hand, but it's, pay attention, wash your hands, take precautions as needed. If you're amenable to taking a vaccine, you can take it. Now, this is cumulative deaths, and I don't think that really helps us understand uh, current trends, for instance, number of deaths per week. Uh, Maybe this might help here. So, oh, that's not useful to us at all. Anyway, uh, there is a reduction in the fatalities. Um, the At the very least, and yeah, here you go. This is what I was looking for. You can see after those spikes earlier in the year, everything's starting to come back down. Uh, and again, these are trends in confirmed cases, fatalities, hospitalizations. So it's getting better. People are now either have already gotten it, or they're getting the vaccines, or they're taking the needed precautions to avoid further complications, washing hands, masks, social distancing. Just be smart, pay attention to what's going on. If it starts getting rough in your area, protect yourself the best you can. And this morning we're going to close with the Portland riots, because Portland is still having issues. Not just 48 hours ago, Portland had to add a special enhanced community safety team, which is basically an investigative team, because of a rash of shootings in Portland, Oregon. Uh, and then they say down here, city and law enforcement officials are bracing for more potential disorders. Um, there is a large anarchist movement up there. This isn't a Democrat or Republican thing. These folks just don't like society for whatever reason, and they're just tearing everything up there. This has been an ongoing issue, uh, and the defunding of law enforcement, as opposed to the retraining of law enforcement, has had a very bad effect in that particular city. So if you're traveling to Portland, I'm hearing the same out of Seattle, but not as bad. New York's kind of settled down quite a bit. But if you're traveling to the Pacific Northwest, to the major cities, pay attention that there is still a lot of instability going on in those cities. You just may not want to be a part of that. In any case, this is the Roaming Prepper. That's your Sunday morning sit rep. Be safe, Godspeed, and I will talk to you later this week.